It was really wise of me to teach you that spell, too. I honestly wouldn't have found you without it. It's good you made it out. In all honesty, I didn't think that would work at all. I mean, Lua's a very, very powerful being. Honestly, I don't think I've ever met anything like her. It's kinda weird. And honestly, it's kinda sad, because we made her. It was... I just want you to know... I'm not a killer, you know. I'm not... Neither is my sister. We never intended for things to go like this. Our only intent was to make something that proved that we could do something good with what Grammy left behind. That's all we wanted. The last thing we wanted was for Lua to come like this. It was terrible. Honestly, this has taught me a very important lesson, and I know Big Sis has learned it too. That if Grammy leaves something behind and intends for it to not be found, it'd be best if we hid it even better than stuck our noses in it. That's the mistake that many have made. A lot of people, they think they can end the cycles of violence and sadness because they believe they're special. They are. They are special. All of us are unique in the universe. We all have a beginning and we all have an end. But in the between, we have purpose. We have ability, and we have conviction, and we are given what we have so that we can reach the end goal. Our powers were gifts in our blood. I don't really remember, or I honestly don't believe I knew from the start where it came from. I just know we have it. Maybe that's not really the kind of thing you want to talk about, but that's the sort of thing that I've wondered for so long. I'm not very old. Matter of fact, I'm not even old enough to use one of those age potions. You know, the ones that keep you from aging. I've never had those, because I've never needed them. At my age, a young woman would be worrying about boys, right? It's so bizarre, but I'm happy to know that my life is something that can create things. But is it really creation when what you've made just destroys what's in its path? Because that's exactly what Lua is. Lua was created from a dark elf and a black widow. Mind you, the elf was already dead. We came across the village one day, and at some point we came across the trial. There was a young elf woman being executed for something. I think it was a mass poisoning. I don't really know the details, but just the look on her face. She wasn't terrified, nor was she even regretful. She just looked calm, like she knew that what she was going through could not be stopped. And as such, she was doing her best to remain calm, because she knew that if the judge saw her tears and they saw that she was scared, they would only make her punishment that much harsher. And once all was over and done with, and she had been I don't want to remember how she looked, but the judge called out who claimed the remains, and it was me and my sister that raised our hands. We claimed the body and brought it home. And by the end of it, we wanted to see what she could make or be made of. We wanted to know if we could take the life of that criminal and make it into something better. Then maybe that life would not have been wasted. But now, that's all a distant memory. And now we have to kill her again. It would have been better to have just left all that be. To have just not... We should have just let her be buried. I don't really know if Lua still has that girl's memories, because I've never known for sure. I've always believed that when you use a person in something to make something else from that person, then part of that person's a part of that. Their soul, their memory, whatever it may be. I know it's likely naive to think this way, but it's just something that I think about every now and again. I'm sorry. We're veering off the topic. Big Sis found the other one. The other human that I found, and sent to look for her. You know me. I'm always thinking one step ahead. Well, more like trying to find a plan B all the way to Z. And that human was part... No. Plan D. I realized a joke that could be made out of it, so don't make it or I will break your kneecaps. I'm just kidding. Or am I? That's enough. Oh, hey, you found them. Welcome back. It took me quite a while, but I managed to get healed. Toki, are you alright? Yes, I'm perfectly fine. And look, the human that I sent before, they are alive and healthy, with the thanks of the powers I gave them. Well, I'm very glad to know. Are you in any pain? Has Lua done anything to you? It looks like a few cuts, but it looks like they're just from the webs. This is a good sign. This means that there hasn't been anything going on. Though honestly, I fear what will happen if you were to return to Lua. Lua does not have conscience. She doesn't have a heart. She doesn't have anything that would make the components of a good person. She was made from that woman. That woman's blood reeks of evil. It did in her life and it does in her next as Lua. And that's why she has to be stopped. And we have to stop her, no matter what the cost is. Because if she can almost kill me, and she can kill so many people that have previously tried to stop her, I can't. She has no right to exist anymore. I'm not even sure she did the minute she was made. But creating her was a mistake. It was a mistake and only a mistake. It will never be more than that, or even less than. And we will send her back to whatever abyss she came from. I just wish that it went a bit differently, that's all. Hey, we all make mistakes. That's what this human's been telling me. Big sis, we have a job to do now. And we are going to make sure that Lua can't hurt anyone anymore. That's comforting. Thank you, Toki. Do you hear that? No. Something's not right here. Humans. I don't know your name, so I'm just gonna call you that right now. Do you still have your fire abilities? You're going to need them. Because if all goes as I think it will, then we're not that far from Lua. What makes you think that? Look above you. Those are cobwebs. They're not ordinary ones either. Look at them very closely. If they have that kind of stretch, and they can shimmer like that, they're super sturdy and they're very sticky. If you're dumb enough to jump up and touch them, then you may have to lose a hand. No, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't either. Is everyone all right? Yes, I'm fine. I haven't even gotten to the action yet. Though I'm pretty sure these two humans have been through it already. Yes, I'm very aware of that too. Though, there's more to be done now. We will have to end Lua's life, once and for all. That way, we can bring salvation to the souls of those that she's killed. Because she will do it again if we don't stop her. She will kill again. She will torture again. She's not a person. She's a monster. And a monster, she will stay. One we made, Big Sis. I know, Toki. I know. Shh. Oh, no. Be very quiet. Get closer to me. Stay away from the trees. Don't touch anything. Toki, prepare a magic circle. One of those small ones. Okay.
Both of you, please guard Toki. I need to keep a watch out. I think... There's a smell. I guess we didn't need to go looking then. It looks like the sisters are back. And look at the menagerie. You must be Toki. I recognize you. Have you gotten shorter since last time we met?
Don't call me short when you have 8 legs.
Keep working, Toki.
It's not as though she'll be able to save you. After all, you are 4 measly humans against me. What makes you think that you'll make it?
Because evil creatures like you always get their comeuppance.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do. And we'll bring it to you. You know what they say, Lua? You haven't told me. Justice is a dish best served cold. Though, I'm honestly one of those people that believes that justice can be served any old how. Just so long as you serve it with a smile. Aren't we confident today? Well then, why don't we see what you're made of? If you can land a hit on me, I'll be surprised. Come at me! Here she comes. You've gotten slower last time, even now. Your magic's worthless against me. You kept getting weaker. Even your little sister's beating you now. Ah, how sad. How terribly, terribly sad. Don't look down on me!
It's ready. Okay. Let's get this thing going. What is this? Some sort of...
You've pulled... How did you learn to do that? Pulling the moisture from the air around us. So then your fire magic. Already you've started to annoy me. Why don't you be some good humans and stop annoying me? Oh, come now. Asperoth. Though I'm not too sure you remember that name. You died a criminal. You live a killer. And you will die wrinkled. Is that a threat? Are you deaf? I guess it pays to have six eyes. I'm not after the two of you anyway. All I want is the human right there. And did you bring a new friend? I have to say, I am surprised. And looking quite sprightly. I have to say I'm impressed. Once again, you've made it far from me. But what do you think you're accomplishing by staying? You do realize it's worthless to be staying with them. One of them is going to die, you know. And it'll be all of your fault because you forced me to leave. Can you live with that? Can you bear such heavy sins? Don't listen to her. Wouldn't the choice be clear by now? You couldn't stop me even if you wanted to. So why don't you be a good little human and come back to our home? Maybe if you agree right now, I won't even let a cut on you. You won't feel a thing. I'll be merciful. And if you do, I can promise their safety. That human there and your two witch friends. Oh. So you truly are making the foolish choice to defy me. All right then. I guess this would conclude our negotiations. My only remaining option now is to kill you. Isn't that such a shame? I do believe we would have been lovely together. But fear not. Even after you're dead, your blood will taste so good. I've never forgotten the taste. Now then, I don't see a reason to drag this out. Here, look out, here she comes. Come, you stupid witch. You made me, remember? You're the reason that I'm breathing. And this is how you repay me. I expected so much better from you. And I expected better from myself too. But we can't always get what we want in life, can we? So you only made me in order to kill me again. Aren't you just heartless? I have enough of a heart to know that you have no right to exist anymore. And we will end you. And what will you... What was that you were going to say? I do believe that if you're going to kill me, then you should do it and not stand there talking about it. Hold on. Don't worry about me. Put this bitch in the ground. I got you. Try and keep her still. I'm really angry. Like really super angry. Now. What chance does a pathetic little girl like you have? See now? Your actions have caused this one to get injured. And right after she came back from recovering, too. I just can't believe you. You're so heartless to let this happen. And she'll die from her wounds if you're not quick. Is that what you want?
Stop manipulating them. This is between the two of us. And stop being a coward.
But two cowards made me. Isn't it befitting I pay homage to that? And just like that, you've proven it. You really are the most shameful creature I've ever met. So, why don't we...
What are you doing? That's great. Keep her right there. I'll have this ready in no time.
I'm
Did I do it? We did it together. But why did that feel too easy? I'm going to guess either I'm really good or that was just shamefully underwhelming. Haruma!
You did your best. You stopped her. Sent her back to where she should be.
Haruma!
Stop crying, Toki. You never cried in your life. Why are you starting now?
You're my sister. I love you. Why wouldn't I cry like this?
You're so strange. And you're so naive, too. But then, I guess, I always liked that you were. It just meant that you were still some cute little girl. Someone so normal. I have no... I have no regret. Look. Where is the...
What is it?
Toki, your spell, that fire was only... Just look. The webs usually go away when she's gone. And she's not. That just proves we have more to do. You there. This battle, it's not the end. Lua will come back. She's not gone.
arachne aren't that fragile. If anything, Toki, she just crippled her. She should get easier to fight. You'll need your gifts of fire that she gave you. So then you can finally end this. Yeah, Hanamu, don't go. Please. I can't do this without you. Please. Don't go. I can't. You do. Take this. It's the spell book that I learned from. You're going to need it if you want to advance your fire enough to put it down for good. You'll need it. Because if Hanamu's right, then this isn't over. Don't let Hanamu have died in vain. Please. I beg you. You find Lua. And you stop her. And you end her. Because if things go like I think, then it's just gonna get worse. So please make haste and never let her regret putting herself on the line. And you give Lua what she deserves. In the name of everyone that has died. Not just Hanamu. I'm counting on you. Please. Kill her.